So it's part 2 of this video, and welcome back to my channel. So the last video that I did my eyebrows. As you can see, only my eyebrows are done. And now this video, I will be doing my foundation routine for a full face. Like if this were a regular day, I wouldn't be doing all of this. I probably wouldn't even be wearing any makeup, to be honest with you. But for a full face glam, this is what I would do, typically. I mix it up from time to time, and I mix up products from time to time, but for the most part it's the same steps. But before we get into this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button for part 3, which will be my eyes, and everybody loves eye makeup, so you're gonna want to see this video. So before we get started with, you know, my foundation and everything, we have to make sure that we prime, and I'm gonna use the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I feel like this is great. Honestly, I don't like this, so I'm gonna try my finger and see how that works. But honestly, oh yeah, it works pretty good. Oops. It still does so much. And you know the drill, if I'm looking to the left, I'm looking in the mirror. But it does really good for really dry skin, or just dry skin in general. I heard that it's good for like all skin types, but for me personally, I have dry skin, and this really does the job for me. It's very moisturizing. It doesn't make like putting on makeup feel horrible or anything like that. So I like this, and I feel like a little goes a long way, so I do feel like this will last long. It's 0.7 ounces, so it's a little less than like foundation. And foundation, it's 1 fluid ounce. So my foundation lasts me long. I don't use a lot. A little does go a long way. And honestly, don't drown yourself in makeup because you're trying to cover these flaws. If you drown yourself in makeup, do it because you actually want to. But let's move on. So I'm gonna use this Isabella Scott brush that my friend Ariana got me. It's just like a flat stippling brush for your foundation. I don't even know if it's for your foundation, but I do use it for my foundation. I do 3 squirts, and then I, you know, put it all over my face. I do have eczema, so I don't know if you guys saw the light spots right there. Sometimes I do go over it more than once, but it really only do that for full face. I really don't care if anyone knows that I have eczema. I mean, it's not like it's uncommon or it's contagious. It's contagious, touch me baby, the words to the song. Oh no. But yeah, sometimes I do go over my eyebrows because my forehead is very small. So if your forehead is small, well, let me clarify. My forehead is small when I have a wig on. And I swear I'm not going lower than my hairline, but whatever. If you do have a small forehead, then you can watch what I do. And sometimes I do go over my eyebrows, but not like intentionally, so all I have to do is just brush it back in place. Bada boom, bada bing. Then I'm gonna take, oh, that was the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, concealer, Skin Foundation in Warm Almond 6.5. I went back to using Bobbi Brown because I do like how it is on my skin. I need to silence my phone, but I don't know where it is at this moment in time. I heard it. Oh, it's right here. I used to use NARS a lot, like foundation, but then I started using Bobbi Brown because Makeup Shayla uses Bobbi Brown. I know, not a good reason, but when she's one of your favorite YouTubers, you kind of use what they use. Okay, so you see that I'm putting a lot of highlighter on my forehead, and it's really just to make my forehead appear bigger than what it actually is. So I use the NARS concealer in medium dark 1.5 Sucre d'Orge or whatever. It's the Radiant Creamy Concealer. And then I use a wet beauty sponge. You know, you can use a clean one if you want, but you know, mine isn't clean because I used it this morning and it's literally 10:10 p.m. So I'm doing my face to go nowhere on this Wednesday night. And I go in the corner of my nose to really make it look contoured when I contour it. Okay, so now that I did that, what I am going to do is take the eyebrow pencil that I use because I'm such a rough person and just outline my eyebrow again just to make it more sharp with whatever is left over on the brush. Okay, that's better. Alright, so now that I use that, what I do is I use what's more compact. I usually use this Sephora 55 brush. It's just a pro airbrush for my powder, but I want to try something more compact, so I am going to use this BH Cosmetics No. 3 brush. It's an angled brush just because it's more compact and I feel like I'll be able to really put it where it needs to go for the most part. And for a full face I do like to bake, but I do use disposable sponges to do that. So I'm just going to use, oh, this was pretty nice. I almost pulled the makeup Shayla. I don't want to be a copycat. I don't do much baking, but when I do, it's pretty good. And if you hear anything, it is my washing machine and dryer, hence why I'm just trying to pass the time by doing a full face of makeup. And if you hear any barking, then that's Noah. Because like I said in the last video, he is a bit feisty. So I'm just going to keep that on my skin. And that was my foundation and my highlighter. So now I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Cool Walnut. So I'm going to take it from where my, people take it from the top of their hair, but I usually take it where my sideburn ends because I don't really have one. And then I sculpt it down. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. I sculpt, that's so uneven. I guess one side is taller than the other. And then I put it right here to make my lip look more pout, like more of a pout look. And then I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the powder on my nose because I really don't care if it messes up the powder because it's the same exact color basically. If you want a really pinched nose look, then really focus on the bridge of your nose. But not only that, but your nostril part, because if you contour your nostril part, if your nose flares out, because I have a habit of doing that, because I used to do like this to my mom when I was younger. And so it just like naturally occurs now. do the nostril part, and it will really give you that contoured, sleek look. You put a little bit of powder to really give me a really nice sculpt look. Okie dokie, artichoke. So what I'm gonna do right now, sorry, is I'm going to take that same brush that I used for the powder, and I'm going to chisel that cheekbone. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Pro Air brush by Sephora and just brush it away from the parts that I was already baking. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend out my face like this, because I noticed that patting it in more really makes it look flawless. Sorry guys, I'm still sick, oh my god. And then I'm gonna take what's left of my MAC Fix Plus and spray my face. Just so it can all blend in. And this is how I do my foundation routine. When I'm doing a full face, or I mean, if I'm not feeling lazy, this is how I would do it. Mine is like the chiseling out my cheekbones, you know. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe so that way you can see part 3 of my full face makeup tutorial. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let's give it a thumbs up, never a thumbs down, because we never want to be mean. And if you want to find me on Insta, it's at 2_Ashley Samantha. Thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys so much.